Welcome to Rogers Arena. The game will start in about 2 minutes. But before we begin, it is really important to acknowledge the land we are on. Today of all day, it is more important than ever to acknowledge that we are on stolen land of the Shamu Beach Bay First Nation. This is not our land. Like most of North America, the culture has been associated with North America. We are still on stolen land, and there still has no treaty that was fairly signed by the rightful owners of this land.
This colonial past, based on years of oppression and genocide of Indigenous people, is what allows us to be here today celebrating North American culture. Please continue to reflect on this throughout the game tonight and throughout your experience here at Pearson College and in North America.
So I'm Cadence, I'm from Vancouver, and I will be one of your commentators for tonight. I'm Julie, I'm from Quebec, and I will also be commenting on this incredible hockey game. I hope you guys are all hyped.
And I'm Florence, I'm also from Quebec, and I will be your third commentator on the game tonight.
Now, let's begin the hockey game! Which team will you root for? If you are in this section and this section, you will root for Team Red. All right, let's hear you now. Good enough, good enough. If you are in this section and this section, you will root for Team Blue. Let's hear you. Okay, now that you know what team you're cheering for, let the game begin. Let's invite the red team onto the stage! Now, let's invite the blue team on the stage!
You guys ready? Okay, I want a clean game tonight.
I talk your passes. Ash receives the ball. And it's a jumble. And that's a Blossom keeps moving. Passes in. Oh! That looks like icing there. Blossom trying to shoot. And it's right for it. All right, second ball, does the pass, passes back, interception, pass right to shoot, and it's blocked. Now there's 10 seconds. Can the blue team catch up? The period's over on a tie game. Woo! And that was our first period! Vamos, what do you think of the game? Who do you think is going to win?
I kind of want to say that the blue team had the most control of the puck, but really, who can predict such a heated game? I need more hockey. I need more.
Well, lucky for you, it is now the halftime show of the game. And our first hack is, guess what? The hockey dance! So please, everyone, welcome on stage Shaw and his dance crew.
I really don't think that could have been more Canadian.
Guys, I saw the strangest thing today walking up to the Maxwell. I was walking up to the Maxwell and I saw this horse with a set of blonde hair and a girl with not one, but two cowboy hats riding it.
That is so strange because I swear I saw the same thing backstage like 5 minutes ago. What is happening?
I guess we'll find out. Now let's welcome on stage, Bird Upping!
Wow, that was a whole lot of Berta.
There's no need for an introduction for the next act. The next act will be my favorite Quebecois, Julie. I mean, one of my favorite Quebecois. Julie singing a song from Quebec. Hi, I'm Julie, I'm from Quebec, and most of you guys probably don't know, well maybe you do, because I keep telling everyone, but I'm from a really small place in Quebec, in a rural region, so like 700 people, not like 700,000, but 700, and that's it. And so for us, we don't really get like shows from big international superstars, right? We get like very local Quebecois artists that come and perform once in a while, and I've grown up around those kinds of artists. And for me, it's a big part of like my identity as a Quebecois, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Celui qui crie trop fort dans ses canadiens sort de mon premier rang. Celui qui crève et qui passe si belle,
That was pretty good, but I don't know if you guys know, I'm also a pretty good singer. Do you guys want to hear?
No, I think we have already so much talent tonight. Don't strain yourself.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's move on. Next for our halftime show is a video tribute to the children of immigrants growing up in North America from the perspective of the children. Please listen attentively.
Immigration is a movement from one country to another with the purpose of resettlement.
It's a key part of the history of North America.
Many immigration policies of the past have had restrictions to prevent the immigration of certain racial or ethnic groups.
Today, there are still discriminatory immigration policies put in place.
These policies disproportionately impact immigrants financially and in obtaining permanent residence.
Nevertheless, settling in North America has been a dream for many around the world.
And it continues to be a dream for many today.
Many immigrants give up on their hopes and dreams in life and instead make it their sole purpose in providing the best and making sacrifices for their children so that someday they can have the opportunity to make their own hopes and dreams come true. Many children of immigrants grow up conscious of the enormous sacrifices their parents have made and spend the rest of their lives trying to prove that these sacrifices were not made in vain. It is very hard to form a deep connection with your roots and culture when you live so distant from them. For many children of immigrants, their only source of connection to their culture is through media and their family. Many immigrant parents struggle with the responsibility of passing down the numerous cultural traditions and their language. My parents both immigrated from Pakistan before I was born and had to struggle very hard to get to where they are today. And that is why I want to be the best I can for them. As a first-generation Canadian, I grew up surrounded by many English speakers, and so I'm not the best at speaking the language of my parents, which is Urdu. I had to improve my Urdu speaking skills with Pakistani media and by speaking with my family. Although I have this piece of Pakistan with me, I still feel distant from the culture.
Personally, I feel very connected to where I grew up, but not so much to where I'm from. I grew up in a very metropolitan city, Toronto, the indigenous name being Toronto, but other names include Tio, T dot, the six, and the best city on the planet. Let's go. The city is comprised majoritarily of visible minorities, so I never really felt out of place or excluded growing up there in my life. As a child of immigrants, however, I do feel disconnected to where I'm originally from. So my Kenyan and Congolese heritage, this is exacerbated by the fact that growing up, I was surrounded, like the media and culture I was surrounded by was very westernized. Luckily, every day, I am trying to be more in touch with my background. So things include learning my mother tongue, Kiswahili, or even just talking to my relatives about their lives and where they grew up and their culture, how to make traditional food, for example. So to all my third culture kids, it is very hard to feel at home in your surroundings, but our strength lies in feeling at home in who we are. Let's go. Okay.
Coming from 3 different cultural identities, it's always been hard for me to find my place. However, through this struggle, I've been able to develop my ability to include people and connect with them across all kinds of differences, because I've had to do that work for myself to find and make my own place in the world.
You're not like them. You aren't white and you aren't Canadian. I know you think you and your friends are the same, but one day they'll show you you're not, and it'll be a rude shock. I was in 3rd grade when my mom sat me down and told me this. I didn't understand what she meant at the time, but I soon would. I'd understand when they brought bologna sandwiches and I brought jollof rice. I'd understand when they had sleepovers and I couldn't go. I'd understand when I got my first Nigerian prince joke. I'd understand when they talked about summers at the cottage, but my family didn't have one. I'd understand when they couldn't eat at my home. I'd understand when I didn't have any friends on my street. I don't understand what it means to love my country because my country doesn't love me. Every day I bend over backwards and break my back to belong in a country that doesn't have mine. I was born in Canada, but I'm not a Canadian, at least not in their eyes. I am, and will always be, a visitor in a land that is supposed to be my own.
I am a child of immigrants and I am proud.
I am a child of immigrants and I am proud.
I am the child of an immigrant and a refugee, and I am proud.
I am a child of immigrants and I am proud.
Thank you so much, everyone who put an effort into making that video, especially those who shared their own experience. These experiences are really important because they're not just experiences that first-generation North Americans here experience, but many other first-generation North Americans. So thank you for making that video.
Now the choir is going to perform the song Kagiok Uskayak, written by Cheryl Sui Pagaham, a member of the Woodland Cree Dene First Nations in northern Alberta.
We have been gifted this amazing opportunity to sing this song. And without further ado, please welcome La Choix.
Thank you so much, choir, for this amazing performance.
Okay, hey guys, I'm sorry, but the halftime show has been going on for a while, and I kind of really need a bathroom break, right? Can we please take a short pause?
You're right, it's running a bit longer than expected, so what can we do? Too much talent.
Okay, 10-minute break, everyone. Just a quick note before we resume. Anyone who's had the chance to eat some popcorn, can we all please thank Bernice for the popcorn machine?
Now, while you were gone or playing the Kahoot, the backstage crew has been very busy, if you look up behind us, setting up for our next portion of our show. So if you could give them a round of applause for all their hard work.
Now, next up, all the way from the music room, is the Music Cast! There you go. right now.
Now it's time for sexy and cool.
Oh my God, Florence, stop it. I know, man.
No, I meant this band. Next up, Maina and Kyo. So give it up for sexy and cool. Yes, Yeah, Kyo. Yes, Kyo. Sorry for the wait, guys. It's worth it, and you guys, you know it. Well. So sexy.
Hello. Hey guys. So today we're going to be playing a song from the 2000s. And Kyo wanted me to say that we really took the cringes decade and decided to make it sexy. I'm too big, I'm too fat, you are twice. performance without a couple technical difficulties too. Add some character. So, for our next performance, we have all the way from the province of Quebec. We would like to introduce the Quebecois, who will take us on a trip through time to the cold winter of 1858. In this traditional French-Canadian legend, you will enjoy dance, music, amazing acting, a flying canoe, and apparently the most evil devil. But I'll leave that up to you guys. Without further ado, well, with more ado, the next act, the Quebecois.
All right. You see, I come from a place where winters last from October to April. In the fall, the countryside turns orange, and in the spring, sugar flows from the trees. Back in the 19th century, men would go up during the fall to cut the wood. They would stay there during the winter to cut it, and they would ride the timber down the rivers in the spring. They would go for months without seeing their families, breaking their backs to fuel the economy of a growing nation. You can hear the sounds of their axes and saws all across Quebec. Now gather around and listen carefully, for tonight we will tell you the story of the chasse d'Albi. It was New Year's Eve in the woodcutter's camp. The forest was thick and the snow was as high as buildings. The rivers were frozen and the winter was way too harsh for us to even try walking all the way home. Me and the other lumberjacks were gathered around the fire, feeling sorry for ourselves. Out of nowhere, Patrick proposed we run the famous chasse d'Albi. That meant a deal with the devil, a flight aboard a canoe, all in order to see our families in time.
Hey la gang, est-ce que votre famille vous manque? Oui! Bon, ben j'ai une idée. On pourrait faire un pacte avec le diable. Ça nous permettrait d'aller voir notre famille en une soirée et revenir.
Il a le diable pour ça. Ma famille me manque, mais je peux attendre le printemps.
Moi là,
I was not up for it. All they had to do now was wait for the devil himself.
I am the devil! And I hear you folks want to run the famous chasse d'Albi. Yeah! I'll let that happen if you follow these easy steps, and you guys will fly home to your family. Firstly, you may never swear or mention the Lord's name in the canoe. You may never look behind you in the canoe. But most importantly, you cannot hit or come into contact with the cross or church during your flight. Follow these steps and be back before the rise of the sun, and I won't take your souls. But if not,
as the most experienced, Patrick went back to the canoe to steer it. And slowly, it rose to the sky. Now the devil wasn't flying. They're flying above the trees, zigzagging to the night sky. They reached Gatineau, and from there they followed the Ottawa River all the way to Montreal. My bad.
Et mesdames, entrez précieusement, car ça va donner plus volant à ses yeux bleus. Il donne la vie sur les portes, c'est pas difficile de temps, ça ne va pas fermer la vie. Il y a aussi Jean-Marc qui sont plus dans son activité. Voyageur.
Quand tu danses à Saint-Dilon, c'est pas pour les embrassages, l'oreillette puis ça va vite, il faut pas passer des mots. Il faut bien jouer la violence, si vous voulez pas être sage, aussi bien pas que tout de suite, le temps de faire pour ça.
Tout le monde balance, tout le monde danse, Jeanne danse avec mon doigt les plus Jeannette avec ses bons petits poches, des arrivées avec des règles à ses côtés, ça va passer la soirée, la façon dont vous allez. Ça sent plus de gens, qui sont amis, son ami, parti dans les amis, on va les gens, parti dans les amis, comme un mat de gueule.
On danse toute la soirée, le branier de la plongeuse, et quand on va vacances, puis nous voilà pas. C'est Charlie qui est tout calé, a perdu son amoureuse, il s'est fait mettre en vacances, par moi c'est un petit copine.
Un dernier pour acheter des drames avant de partir, même assez bien avec une porte de regarder des verres de sel. Mon chef d'avoir gagné ta j'ai tout pas, ça lui fait pas de
Me voilà, tout est tourné, mon amour et mon ami, c'est du ciel, et à la tournée comme une toupée, elle a compris, elle a dit mardi, non j'ai dit je vais tenter son bonheur.
Parce que Saint-Dilon prend sa course après une pays, il a fait dire ici vite, elle ne trouve ça. Pour un petit terme de long, avant de sa femme, il a passé 5 ans en ville, il a fait réalité.
Yo, t'as café pris, swing à mandoline, et puis hop, quand je suis pas pris, swing à mandoline, swing la porte, puis tord du corps, puis t'es dis-moi que t'es pas moi.
Swing la baguette, t'as quoi dans votre voix?
The sun was rising. And then, storytelling people. Woo! And they only had 1 hour to fly all those miles back home, or else the devil would have their soul. Patrick was so drunk, he didn't see the church in front of him.
Oh, God! You naughty, naughty.
The next morning, I found him passed out, drunk, in the snow outside of the camp. I searched for hours, but Patrick was nowhere to be found. Some say the devil finally caught up to him. Je vais vous donner un bon conseil. Si un jour on vous propose d'embarquer dans une aventure pareille, prenez mon avis. C'est encore mieux de braver c'est encore mieux de braver toutes les rapides de la rivière du Outaouais que de voyager en compagnie du diable.
Wow. Clearly, I just want to say that was the best I get.
I could not agree with you more.
All right? It was pretty good, except for that one girl who kept forgetting to give mics to people. Whoopsies. Anyway, I think I prefer the provinces to your east. Yo, they're not that bad. They're actually pretty good at dancing. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Welcome, up next, Fiddle Combo!
Allez, Chloé!
Wow, regional days really are for learning things. The only fiddle song I knew that before that was Cotton Eye Joe.
Not even a fiddle song?
Well, I don't know, but this next one will impress you. Next up is Stompin' Tom Connor's Tribute.
Alrighty, folks, so for this next song, we're going to be doing a tribute to Stompin' Tom Connors, Canadian folk artist, and this is going to be a sing-along. So repeat after me. The good old hockey game. The good old hockey game. Is the best game you can name. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name. And the best game you can name. Is the good old hockey game. It's the good old hockey game. Alrighty, now join in for the chorus. Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. The players bump and the goalie jumps and puck goes down the ice. Run and throw and the whistle blows and fans all go insane. Someone roars, Tommy scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can play. That's the best game you can play. It's the good old hockey game. Second, where players catch with skates of flash, the home team trails behind. But they grab the puck and go bursting up, and they're down across the line. Storm the crease like bumblebees, and travel like a burning flame. See them slide, the puck inside is 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can play. And the best game you can play is the good old hockey game. Third period, finals in the playoffs too. Oh, take me where those hockey players face off on down the ring, where the Stanley Cup is all filled up for champs to have a drink. Now one more flick of the hockey stick and fans all go insane. Someone is saying the hockey plays that good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can play. And the best game you can play is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can play. And the best game you can play is the good old hockey.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Abby, and I'm from Prince Edward Island. PEI is the smallest province on the east coast of Canada, and we're known for three things: Anne of Green Gables, lobsters, and above all, potatoes. So, in honor of that, I'm going to be singing Stompin' Tom Connor's song called Bud the Spud, and it is all about potatoes. So, if you know the words, sing along. It's Bud the Spud from the bright red mud, rolling down the highway, smiling. The spuds are big on the back of Bud's big, and they're from Prince Edward Island. They're from Prince Edward Island. Now from Charlottetown or from Summerside, they load them down for the big long ride. They jump in the cab and he's off with the pride of Sebago's. He's gotta catch the boat to make Tormentine, and he heads up that old New Brunswick line. Through Montreal he comes just a flying with another big load of potatoes. It's Bud the Spud from the bright red mud, rolling down the highway smiling. The spuds are big on the back of Bud's rig, and they're from Prince Edward Island. They're from Prince Edward Island. Now the Ontario Provincial Police don't think much of Bud. Yeah, the cops have been chasing that son of a gun that's been ripping the tar off the 401. They know the name of the truck shines up in the sun. Green Gables. But when he hits Toronto and it's 7 o'clock and he backs her up begging the terminal dock, and the boys gather round just to hear him talk about another big load of potatoes. It's Bud the Spud from the bright red mud,
people from east to west that like the spuds from their island best, 'cause they'll stand up to the hardest test. Right on the table. So when you see that big truck go rolling by, wave your hand or kind of wink your eye, 'cause that's Bud the Spud from OPI. Rolling down the highway smiling, because he's got another big load of the best doggone potatoes that's ever been grown. They're from Prince Edward Island.
See? I told you guys, you'd be impressed. The next act is a very, very important American cultural dance that dates back to the 1800s from New Orleans. This is a very serious act, so just know.
Welcome on to burlesque!
It's a cold and crazy Give it to the band. You may not be guilty, but you're ready to confess. Tell me what you need. Well, you want you can dream of cocoa, do it at your ears. The triplet scratching mercy, and that's your every wish. Yes, it keeps you guessing, so cool and statuesque. You Georgia, welcome to burlesque. Here's all my soul sisters. Let me hear the flow, sisters.
Hello, hey Joe, you wanna give it a go?
Mr. Millionaire.
By the sound of that applause, I think I speak for all of us when I say, wow. I don't need more convincing. I'm moving to New Orleans after that.
So our halftime show is now over. Let's get the teams out of the locker room and back on the ice.
Okay, let's practice again. Who are you guys rooting for? What about you? Let's invite the red team back on stage. And let's invite the blue team back on stage.
the show, we have one last performance. Let's call it Overtime.
I'm from the Great White North, right?
You mind your business and you mind your neighbors too.
If you stop predicting when the moment's time to turn blue. Sometimes around
Alright, I'm Beth. I'm from New Brunswick, which is on the other side of Canada, on the East Coast. And I'm super proud to be where I'm from. But recently, my government made a decision to ignore our history and change land acknowledgements to ancestral acknowledgements to fit their agenda, and ultimately to satisfy their white fragility. And I'm really not okay with that. And that's why I'm kind of that's why I'm standing up here, because I'm standing in solidarity with the Indigenous people, the Mi'kmaq people, and the Wellstar people, and I'm planning on taking action against my government. So if you're interested in taking a stand against what's going on, please message me. And yeah, I want to be proud to be from New Brunswick again because it's really awesome, but I want my government to do better before I can say that. So thanks guys, let's party!